Awesome. Sweet. Well, welcome everyone. We're very thrilled to have you guys join us today for the engaging and insightful session that we have for you guys. My name is Michael. I'm going to be your co-host for the webinar. During this webinar, we will discuss harnessing the power of reputation marketing for business growth. My co-host Angelica will be discussing what reputation marketing is, ways of gaining new customers, and why reviews are essential to your company's growth. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, this webinar is designed to provide you with actionable insights and practical tips that you can implement immediately. Before we begin, I'd just like to say a quick thank you to our partners at NiceJob for helping make this webinar possible and helping us put together a powerful and professional presentation. There will be a Q&A at the end of the webinar, and I will now turn it over to you, Angelica.
Hello, everybody. I'm going to just share my screen because I got a nice little slide set up over here so you can follow along or just listen, as our friend that joined us earlier mentioned. Let's see here. How do I share this slideshow? Sorry, I always trip up on this part. Share my screen, entire screen. And here is my slideshow. Just making, Michael, do you mind just letting me know that you can see it? Okay.
Yep, I can see it fine.
Awesome. Well, welcome everybody to Harnessing the Power of Reputation Marketing for Business Growth. I'm Angelica Cugini. I'm the partner manager at NiceJob, and I'm also a home service owner like most of you. I am a co-owner of G-Power Cleaning Services. Just a little fun fact about me. I was a user of NiceJob well before I actually started working for NiceJob. We were using it for 2 years, and my husband and I were running this cleaning company. And at some point, we decided that it would probably get divorced if I kept working with him because I wanted to punch him in the face. Sorry. And so I decided to go try and get a new job. And I really enjoyed my experience with NiceJob people. They all seemed to be really cool. And I asked them, are you guys hiring? And believe it or not, here I am. I got hired. I started working. And now I'm talking to you guys about reputation marketing, which is what got me here in the first place. So it's a fun little fact about me. So before we get into what reputation marketing is, one of the biggest priorities that every business has is how to get more customers. There's really only 4 kinds of ways that come to mind whenever you think about how do I get more customers. The first one is paid advertising, Facebook ads, Google ads, Instagram ads. Those all become very expensive, and you need to make sure that they're converting properly. There's also content marketing, so like email marketing campaigns, blog posts, search engine optimization. Again, great ways to get more customers, but it's hard to track and also gets really expensive. And then there's also other intuitive ways like offline marketing. So print ads, community events, direct sales, kind of flyers, door hangers, those kind of things. Again, really hard to track, but also gets a little pricey. And then there's the last one, which is customer referrals or word of mouth marketing. We like to say that reviews and reputation marketing actually follows under word of mouth marketing because you're using your customers to become your biggest fans and spread the word. So another really important thing is to understand what your customer's buyer journey is. So I like to use this as an example. Whenever I'm going to buy something on Amazon, I'm going to search on Amazon for a hairdryer, for example. Whenever I'm going to go on to look for like a cleaning service, I'm going to go straight to Google. So you want to know where people are actually looking for you so that you can make the best optimizations and tweaks to your areas of profiles in those certain areas to make sure that you're showing up for them. So a couple of things that you want to know is how are they finding you, where exactly are they coming from, and what they're actually looking for. So let's dive into what reputation marketing is. I kind of wrote it down here for you so that you can take a look, but Reputation marketing is the practice of managing and promoting a company's reputation to enhance customers' perception and increase sales. So yes, basically just kind of using those customers that really like you and getting more customers from those customers that really like you, and more customers like those customers, essentially cloning those happy people. How do you do that? Really easy. Ask. Always ask for this feedback and start that conversation so that you can get those customers to bring in the feedback that they want to share with everybody and let everybody know how you're amazing. Also, you want to promote that feedback or those positive reviews and testimonials onto various types of marketing channels, and use these reviews to actually bring more SEO, bring more visibility, and bring more brand awareness and validity to your brand. So we've established that the one thing that every business needs are customers. And the old way of thinking, how you get those customers, is by investing in advertising. So all those hefty spends and untrackable, like really difficult things to like understand in your brain how it actually works. Excuse a little ping. I should have turned off my notifications. And then you tell everybody the best in your ads, in all your copywriting, in your social posts, you telling everybody that you're the best and everybody should come get your services because you're the best. Another way is by starting decisions with, will this drive more revenue or more profit today? How do I make more sales? And then essentially hoping that you get more customers. So these 4 ways are the old ways of thinking. The next slide is going to shed some light onto the new way of thinking. So instead of investing in your investing in your ads, you're going to invest in your customers. Make them the ads that you want to share. Instead of telling everyone that you're the best, turn your customers into your biggest fans and have them tell everybody and shout off the rooftops that you are amazing. And then start every decision with, will this drive more revenue or profit today? Change that thinking to, will my customers love this? And then lastly, hope that you get more customers and change that into every customer bringing you at least one more customer. That's every person that is happy bringing you at least one more customer. Imagine where your business would be like if all your customers brought you at least one more customer. What would you be in 3 years? Where would you be in 5 years? Where would you be in 10 years? Just allow yourself to start thinking big like this. Here's some fun stats. I got to include these into our presentations because everybody likes to know that we're researching all these things. So 96% of customers value online reviews. Again, I'm going to bring you back to that hair dryer example. When I go to Amazon and I want to buy that hair dryer, I'm going to go directly to the one that has the highest amount of reviews and the best reviews. So that's really how I'm going to choose which hairdryer it's going to be, because if one has less reviews and the other one has more, I'm going to go with the one that has more. 88% of potential customers trust reviews as much as their personal recommendations from their friends. There's a reason why customer generated content just works so much better than just ads, for example, because they believe that it's coming from a person that's just like them in an experience similar to their own, and having them kind of tell them if this is a good option for them to use. When you're using ads that are telling, like we mentioned in the old way of thinking, telling everybody that you're the best and why people should use them, people just kind of write that off as a salesy tactic. If you're using your reviews or a testimonial to share how amazing you are, people actually read those and think, wow, that person is probably just like me and they need that same service too. 87% of potential customers need a 3 to 5 star review before even using a service provider. So if you're not on Google, I'm telling you right now, you're missing on at least 87% of your customers. You want to make sure that you're popping up there and getting at least a 3 to 5 star review rating so that you can show up and be valid on Google. Another thing about this is that if you're not sharing your reviews on your website, people go there to what's the word I'm looking for? Verify, that's the word. Verify that you're an actual company and that you're doing good work. And they're going to go directly to your reviews to see if that's the case. So making sure that you have your reviews on your website is super important too. 86% of customers would pay more for a service with higher ratings and reviews. That was mind-blowing to me when I first started using NiceJob for my company, because at first we were charging, I don't know, like $25 an hour, and we could still not get enough customers. Like we couldn't get any customers. And then as soon as we started to build our online reputation, we were able to incrementally raise our prices, and now we charge $65 an hour. And it's because, and people are paying for that because they know that we are a valid company and we have a great reputation and people trust us. So there's a lot to be said about how much people are willing to pay based on being able to trust their service providers. And then up to 40% of weight for SEO impact is actually attributed to reviews. How many reviews you get, how often you get those reviews. It doesn't matter if you have 200 reviews from 3 years ago and you're not getting any more. You need to continuously get reviews, and you actually responding to those reviews adds a lot of weight. In fact, up to 40% of weight to your SEO impact. What is SEO? It's search engine optimization. What that really means is allowing Google to find you as the proper solution for somebody that's asking a question on Google for the service provider near me. Actually, I invite you all to do this either right now or after our webinar. Just kind of type into Google what service you provide, and then say near me, or if you're not in the city that Google sees you in, the service city that you actually provide. So type in, let's say, for example, painting service near me. If you're not showing up in the Google 3-pack, which is just underneath the ads and just before all the organic results, you're going to be missing out on quite a bit of business because they're not going to see you right there. And you don't pay to be in the Google 3-pack, the Google Map 3-pack. Sorry, that's a little bit of a mouthful. You just show up there organically if you're within the area, and if you have reviews that are showing up as valid, a good amount, recent, and being replied to. And that's just it. That's a little secret right there, that just making sure that you're showing up there, that'll get you quite a bit more business, believe it or not. It definitely helped with ours. All right, so how do you get all these reviews? The key word is making it easy. It's got to be easy for you to ask. It's got to be easy for your clients to leave, and it's got to be easy to share. So if you're a FieldPulse user or a NiceJob user, we actually integrate directly with FieldPulse, and we can make that all happen completely automatically, taking that hat off your head and just leaving it to the automation gods to make magic happen. Why it's important to make it easy to ask, because you want to make sure that you ask every time at the right time. So what does the right time mean? Okay, so put yourself in the customer's shoes and ask yourself, when is that actual moment of peak happiness? The moment of, wow, my job is done. I paid for this. This is amazing. I'm so happy. Oftentimes it's right after the service is completed, or after you invoice them, or after they paid. You just want to make sure that you ask them when you think is the best time, but every time. Negative reviews tend to trickle into our space at all times. But if you think about it, they're going to leave that negative review, whether you ask them or not. They're going to go out of their way to tell everybody how much they didn't like you. But those ones that are not saying how much they love you is because they don't think that they need to. So you want to make sure that you're asking them every single time at the right time. There's also ways, if you have recurring services, make sure that you're not asking them too many times. There's within NiceJob, there's a cool down period where you don't ask them for a default of 6 months, and then they get re-entered into the campaign as well. And also, you don't ask them after they've left a review already, because then they're just going to turn that 5-star experience into a 3-star experience, and they're just going to be annoyed and think that you're not respecting their time by leaving a review. But it's important to ask every time. So another thing is that there's 2 reasons why people don't leave reviews. If you're asking yourself, I asked everybody for reviews, but they still don't leave reviews. There's 2 reasons why. Number 1, it's because it's not easy for them. You want to make sure you give them a really easy smart link. Oh, I don't have the smart link here. Sorry. A really easy smart link that just directs them exactly where you want them to leave. We always suggest Google and Facebook right now. Things may change in the future, but right now, Google is king. Facebook is great too because, believe it or not, it actually adds some SEO validity to Google because they pull those reviews into their SEO search. Nobody really knows what the algorithm is, but we do know that it does help. Where was I? Right. So you want to make it easy for them. And then the other reason is because they just simply forget. I don't know how many times I've been to a restaurant that I actually love, and I haven't left a review even after they asked me to do it right after I finished the most amazing meal. I just simply forgot. Which reminds me, last night I went to a really good restaurant and I kind of have to leave a review. Thank you very much for that reminder. Anyways, so you want to remind them. With our sequence, we have a text and then 3 follow-up emails with a 2-week period, just gently reminding them to leave a review. It's important to remind them because even though they may want to, they may forget. And once they do leave a review, make sure they're not asked to leave a review again so they don't get uncomfortable. Here's an example of really easy copywriting for them. You want to make it very simple and easy for them to just click that "Oh yeah" button and leave that review. It can be completely customizable through our end, but we have already A/B tested it for success, and we suggest that you try this example out or this template out for the best results that you can get. And lastly, you want to make it easy to share. It's great that you concentrate on getting a bunch of reviews and getting all those and your ratings up on Google, Facebook. But what do you do with those reviews after you've gotten them? They just sit there and they're not being used. As I mentioned earlier, customer generated content is actually it performs just way better than any other ad. So having these reviews shared onto ads, for example, or just onto social posts really helps you drive those extra people that want to come try out your services and get that extra brand validity. With NiceJob, you can actually automate that whole thing, adding these reviews onto your website and onto Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter completely automatically. Anything that's 4 stars or up will automatically get sent to as a post onto those social platforms. Easy content that you probably wouldn't have otherwise. And I bet none of you like to do what is it called? Social media generation. Yeah, that stuff's too hard. It's too hard to be consistent, but it's good to have something that automatically posts something great about you on there. Oh, well, I guess I'm done. I invite you guys to all try NiceJob. We have an amazing deal right now for the summer, which is trying it out for $1. That's not including your 14-day free trial. Within that 14-day free trial, it will actually set you up with an activation specialist, and they will completely configure your account, make the connection from FieldPulse to NiceJob, for example, make sure there's any tweaks to your campaigns that you want to have created, and also just give you guys a rundown of exactly what's going to happen, how it's going to happen, and make sure that you guys are set for success. So with any account with NiceJob, you get a 14-day free trial. But for the month of June and until July 15th, we're offering it for $1 for the first month, just to make sure that you love it. We don't offer any contracts. We like to earn your business every month and make sure that you are becoming fans of us too, so you can scream up to the rooftops how amazing we are, and tell your friends as well. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you guys have any questions, let's start it off now.
Yeah, I'll go.
Excellent.
Under the reputation marketing, under your 4 points, 1 was invest in your customers, and 4 was every customer brings you 1 customer. What are your thoughts on referral reward programs for customers?
Excellent. Excellent question. So we actually have a referral program that's embedded within the program because we believe that referrals are essentially how you're going to get more customers from those happy customers. In fact, I actually didn't put that in there because it usually complicates things. But once you do leave a review, when somebody does leave a review through NiceJob, we automatically send them a text and an email saying, thank you so much for leaving a great review for us. Here's a link to share with your friends. Exactly touching on what you're saying. Like, that's exactly how we're going to get more customers from those happy customers. Look at all these people. Thank you so much for joining us. Any other questions?
Sweet. Cool. Well, if there aren't any more questions, Angelica, I think I'll go ahead and wrap up. Yeah, as we wrap up, just want to extend my appreciation to you, Angelica, for the insightful contributions and making this webinar exceptional. We hope that every one of you found today's discussion on harnessing the power of reputation marketing for business growth valuable, and that you gain new perspectives and actionable insights. Before we wrap up, I would like to express my gratitude to our partner, NiceJob, for their hard work and support in helping make this webinar a success. Once again, thank you guys for joining us today. We look forward to connecting with you in future webinars, events, and discussions. So thank you. Take care, everyone.
We'll also follow up with the link for that deal, just in case you guys want to take advantage of it. And thank you so much for having me, Michael and FieldPulse. It's been a pleasure to join you guys.
Absolutely. Thank you, Angelica, and thank you, everyone.